Welcome back to the Official Visit podcast with the Oregonian. I'm Andrew Greif. Tyson Aldrew sitting across the table from me. And our guest today is Arrion Springs, Oregon cornerback, going back home to San Antonio for the bowl game, Alamo Bowl against TCU. I'm sure I just saw you talking to like 10 other reporters in a mob out there. I'm sure you got asked a lot of this stuff perhaps, but first thoughts on what the first place you're going to go to when you get back to San Antonio. Is there like a spot?
Whataburger. It's already set up.
Okay.
What's the echelon there? Because people in California are going to say In-N-Out, so forth.
Well, we have In-N-Out and Whataburger in San Antonio now, so everybody got to try both. And everybody still goes to Whataburger. In-N-Out's never really packed, and all my friends they send me Snapchats like it's dead. Everybody in Whataburger's always like a line, super long line. So, I mean, it's a clear-cut winner.
What is Whataburger's thing that like is known for? Because In-N-Out is the simplified menu, the secret menu that's not secret. What is Whataburger's like the thing that people keep going back there for?
It's really like the burger. They do like special burgers like the patty meal or like the A1 chop house, but they only serve them at certain times of the year. So then it's that, but their basic burgers really what's good too. So, I mean, it's a good quality burger.
I went to the Alamo Bowl 2 years ago, but I never got Whataburger because I was so enthralled with like the Tex-Mex and the Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have that every night, so I never got the burger. But I feel like I need to get the burger.
That's why we have to rent a car. We were talking about this earlier of like, do we need to rent a car or not? And I feel like we should have a car so we can get out there.
Yeah, definitely get a car.
I think there's one downtown though, a Whataburger.
Oh, there's
near
one
the Riverwalk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's like 5.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, put on your San Antonio Chamber of Commerce hat. As a visitor to your hometown, what is beyond the Riverwalk or including the Riverwalk? What are the spots to go to?
I mean,
besides Whataburger,
you can only go to SeaWorld so many times too.
I don't even no one really goes to SeaWorld. It's all about Fiesta, Texas, but it's like closed right now, so
Yeah.
I don't think you guys will be able to go to that. But
a little cold on the rides
Yeah,
this time of year.
The whole blackfish thing,
Yeah.
I really don't even know. I mean, there's not really much to do. Everybody just be chilling, vibing with each other. So it's not a big party city, but the Riverwalk is definitely like fun at all times. Go look at crazy people and watch drunk people. That's always fun.
Yeah.
So I mean, I ain't 21 yet, so I don't really know where the spots are.
Sure. Any sightseeing? I suppose this time of year. I remember last time it was just kind of bare trees, gray hills.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't exactly seem like a place I'd go to a park and just like enjoy myself in December. But are there places
really painting a picture here?
Yeah.
It's just barren.
just a wasteland. Are there places that that are good places you go to in or around the area of San Antonio for like getting outside?
Well, right now it's pretty lit up. They got the whole downtown, a little bit of Christmas decorations. So, but I guess when we get there, they'll probably have it all down by then. So I could probably be dead. But at that point, no, not really.
Okay.
Nah.
What's been your favorite game this year?
Like me playing one?
Yeah.
Probably the USC or Cal. Yeah, I like the USC, but that was only because I made the play. But it was pretty cold, so I'm probably gonna say, let's go USC. I like that one.
In terms of like sheer emotion at the end of the game, though, Arizona State was probably pretty tough for you to top there by making that play.
Yeah, I mean, it was because everything was buzzing for the rest of the night. Twitter was popping, Instagram was popping, everything was just popping. And I was with Royce. He went off that day too. So it was really cool, man. I'm just hanging out with his boys back home. We stayed in Arizona. Should have came home. A lot of girls are wishing I was home. But so, yeah, I should have came back to Eugene. But I didn't. But I still had a good time with Royce.
Who got Royce to first get on Twitter?
Me. I talked to him all the time about it. For me, when I first got, I was like, "You need to get on Twitter," because all the girls is on Twitter. He's like, "No, they're all on Instagram." But up here, they're all on Instagram, so I had to step my Instagram game up because I first had it. I only followed like 12 people. Didn't really care too much for it. But then, all the girls was on there. I noticed, so I had to step that up.
That was Halloween weekend. It was ASU.
Yeah.
So you stayed down there.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your costume?
This Captain Save a Girl. Can't really use the other word. But yeah, so I was dressed pretty fly, and I had a cape on.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Did it work?
I mean, danced with a couple girls, and then Hopefully no one back home hears this. But yeah, that was about it. I just danced at that. That's it. We'll keep it there.
Sure. I'll take your word for that. So when we're talking about the Arizona State game, you talked after the game that you wanted people, you like actively lobbied for people to start following you more on social media. How did that work out for you? Did you actually get the attention you were hoping in terms of people not just like tagging you, mentioning you, but actually following you?
Yeah, I got a lot of followers that day on both Instagram and Twitter. So I just try to keep up on my Twitter because I can't really just tweet what I want. Because if I got to tweet what I want all the time, I definitely wouldn't be on the team too much. It's a lot of stuff, but I mean, I try to keep it entertaining, but so I can keep my followers to get more. But I really just can't go all out because it's some days I just want to go off on people, or I have a few comments on certain things, but I can't say it because too many red flags for Coach Helfrich. But so I try to keep it cool, but it's really dead right now.
I find it interesting that you say like entertaining because I know there's some people who have Twitter who like it's just kind of like for them and they think that people are going to be just interested in whatever they're doing. You seem like you actually like want to, like you said, entertain, be a good follow for some of your people.
Yeah, I try to retweet some stuff. You know, like I follow a lot of. I think they're funny. Most people don't think they're funny. I got called out once. A lady called me a homophobe because I retweeted something. They were talking about gay people. And I thought it was pretty funny, but she didn't like that. So it's always that little blur right there. But I don't too much care what people say about me too much.
Do you guys get any? I know you guys get media training when you come to Oregon. How much training do you get in terms of social media? Of like, once you get here, to you're essentially now a celebrity. You're in a small town. You're a celebrity. You have to watch what you're doing a lot of it. Like, how much training do you get when you come in? Like, hey, just be aware that you're no longer like some guy who's coming from this town very few people know about. Like, you're now a big deal here, and you have to act like that. Like, do you get a certain amount of like reminders?
Yeah, when we first get here, we got to take like a 2-week class, and it's all about social media, how to use it, how to use Twitter. They want us to use it like it's like a business thing. Just don't tweet like what you're doing. Nobody wants to know. They're trying to kill it down. Like, but I'm not really feeling that vibe. It's not what I use it for. I use it for entertainment, not for business purposes, really, because nobody wants me anyway. So, yeah.
Is there a college athlete you feel like walks that fine line well? I always hear about Cardell Jones.
Yeah, I like him. I don't follow him though. But I like.
Why don't you follow him?
Because he's not gonna follow me back. He doesn't know who I am. I didn't play against him, so I mean, him definitely. But he be doing too much sometimes. But it's okay because it's his Twitter. He can do what he wants. I really like following like rappers because they just have complete freedom over whatever they like to like feature, and like whoever Ocho Cinco can do whatever he wants. So those are people I like to follow and like watch their tweets and stuff like that. But athletes, yeah, so we're always in anything you post gonna be on SportsCenter or something, so they can try to flip it to make it seem like something what it really wasn't. So you gotta watch out for that.
Does anyone know what Ocho Cinco is actually doing these days? Do we know, or is he just like?
He just posts cigar pictures all the time, and
yeah.
He's challenging people because he put out his tag for online gaming. Like, hey, if you want to come play, does he still do that?
He does, but now he's all into just showing up to people's houses and just playing them like random people.
Some people call that breaking and entering.
We all got a criminal offense. Yeah. Huh. Chad calls that Tuesday.
I think probably one of my favorite moments of this season, I forget what interview you were doing, but you had some quote in there about, I think it was it Fetty Wap and something, but so Steve Mims, who is, probably 45, 50 writer for, the Eugene paper, has like Fetty Wap in his headline of like I don't think the Register Guard ever would have had a headline in a sports section like with rappers' names in it before.
Yeah, it was towards my feature comment about featuring Sierra.
Oh, right.
Yeah, when he broke up with her, he started doing better and better. So that was like Coach Neal benching me. You got clear head now. You focused a lot more. So yeah, right now it's all I really listen to is feature, and we're like it's kind of like speaking to me. It's like the vibes are there.
Did you come away from that interview scrum just being like, oh man, that was a good quote?
Yeah, I mean, it's always like premeditated. I always think about what I'm going to say, like so it does come out, but sometimes it doesn't come out how I really wanted it to. Kind of wanted it to, but it didn't. I try to get Royce to like step out a little more. I'm like, God, you got to be a little entertaining in your interviews. You're a good player, but you always get overlooked because you're not doing wild or crazy things. And that's what people expect from me. They want me to say wild, crazy stuff in an interview, and I get that. So, I mean, I'm just going to give it to you.
Yeah, but
You guys want it.
Marcus was a pretty dull interview. He's doing all right for himself.
Yeah, I mean, he played quarterback, too.
Yeah.
I feel like where's like you play offense, you kind of have to be a little quiet because, you talk too much, they're going to come for you. Then,
Right.
you're going to get shots. I play defense. You kind of want them to come at you so you're going to be bored the whole game. So, yeah, I guess it's a fine line Royce has to play with a little bit.
So it's like peak Richard Sherman. Does that look kind of boring? Because no one, a year or two ago, no one throws to that side of the field. Like, would you want that, or do you like being the guy that you have to contest several things a game?
I would say several because it's just after a while it gets really annoying guarding people, trying to tackle them, all that stuff. But I mean,
that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to that amount of respect he gets, we don't get the ball thrown to him that much. I mean, you gotta like it, and it probably helps out the defense because that whole left side is just gone. So, I mean, that'd be fun to get to one day. Just have the whole side to yourself. No one even throws it. You just cover on air, basically.
Right.
You talked about Royce being kind of, we all know him, I think, the same on this level, very surface level, but he's pretty bland. He's pretty boring. But everyone always says you get him away, and he's a funny dude who will cut you up.
Hey, on the podcast, we got him talking about what was in his smoothie.
That's
So,
true.
I mean, that was pretty hot listening.
That was about as hot as it got.
Yeah.
Who's a guy on this team who will come off like the most vanilla dude, and yet, as a teammate, is a pretty hilarious guy?
Henry Mondu.
Nah, Henry not even funny, man. he that's just what it is. But probably Todd Griffin. He's really, really funny.
Yeah.
He's super funny. But Royce is pretty funny too. It's just like you just got to get him in the right mood. You know what I'm saying? Ask him about girls. He has a lot to say about that. I would comment for him, but I don't want to get them in trouble. But yeah, at the media day, ask him about girls when he's on the podium. What's his take on girls? How's his thing with girls?
I feel like that's a thing he would not talk about.
Oh, definitely. He's waiting. We talk about it all the time. He's waiting for it, but he's definitely waiting for it. Yeah, just ask him how he is with the ladies. He's going to downplay it, but then I'll be there. Just let me know when you're going to do it. I'll go help out.
So you guys are down 5 in the Alamo Bowl. You have a game-winning pick 6. What's a premeditated quote you're going with?
I ain't even thought about that yet because I don't.
See, these are the things. It's about visualization.
Yeah,
you got to imagine yourself in that situation. I'm not talking about actually catching the ball. I'm talking about the press conference.
I'm definitely. As soon as you said it, I was definitely like, I'm wilding out for sure. Definitely getting a flag. Probably when you throw a flag, it's game over. So I don't even know.
Can you get a 15-yard penalty assessed at the start of next season for?
I don't even. It would definitely have to be something crazy. I'm into like Cristiano Ronaldo and stuff, so I kind of look at his celebrations. I'm trying to find something cool that he does, so I can do it on a regular basis.
Antonio Brown's last week was pretty great.
I don't even watch NFL football like that.
He just ran right into the goalpost.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That was
yeah.
actually pretty good. I enjoyed that one.
So you're Team Ronaldo instead of Messi?
Yeah, definitely.
There's like you're either in or you're out on one of those two guys. Why Ronaldo?
First of all, he's attractive. He drives fancy. He lives the lifestyle that everybody wants, basically. He got the model chick. He broke up with her, I guess. But he's just that guy. He's attractive, really good, and then the ladies love him, and then he give you what you want. Good dad, great dad. Drives nice cars. Got the Bentley. Got all that, the Lambo. So, I mean, I find him more appealing to me than Messi. Messi's like the humble guy and all that stuff. But I'm like, man, never really was attracted to the humble person. I like the outgoing guy. So he's a little more outgoing than Messi.
Sure. You're talking about the lifestyle. If, say you get the NFL and you've got the max contract, franchise tag or whatever, where are you living? Are you living in an income-free state like Florida or Texas? Are you thinking about that? Or are you living in Malibu? What's your ideal setup if you get to that spot?
It depends on which house you're talking about.
That's true.
Oh, it's only gonna be one house. Like the house it's not gonna be an old big old mansion because it's just me or my girlfriend. I ain't having kids. Never, ever, ever having kids. So I mean, it'd be like a little doll house on the outside, but once you get inside, just super fly. Everything's just crazy cool. I want to drive like a Bentley, like the new Bentley 10-speed. I want that thing for sure, or the Rolls, but we gotta make a lot of things happen before we get that. But I mean, the house would be like a video game room. Having to
Well,
get
that
like
goes without saying.
soundproof. Yeah, just.
See, I think you should go against the grain and be rocking like a Toyota Corolla, you know.
I honestly was going to get the Fiat while I was out here just to ride around the neck, draw a few eyes every now and then, but...
My girlfriend's got a Fiat. It's got some power.
Braun's got a Kia.
Yeah.
Economy cars are where it's at these days.
Yeah, but I like to stunt a little bit. That's my problem. I like to show off too much. Probably spend too much money on clothes trying to show off, and then like you wear a good outfit, then the girls here... Or people here really just don't even appreciate the outfit. They just like, do you not see my outfit? Like I put some time into this, and you just wearing that.
For people who can't see on the podcast right now, you're wearing is that cashmere sweater?
This was just some.
It's
I bought
nice
for
fleece
the house.
pullover.
I didn't know. I kind of knew it was doing this today, but I didn't know it was gonna be hanging out. I would have worn a little something better. But this is just in the house. We get cold because Charles likes the house to be really, really cold, so I'd be having to get a little something just to wear around.
I would have thought he would, make the temperature mask Florida back home, keep it cranked up.
I thought so too, but it'd be hard to get 72. Then he'd be like, "I'm hot." I'm like, "Bro, what are you 70? You good? This is where it's at."
The undertone here is Charles is a total cheapskate and wants that heating bill low.
Man, Charles got problems. Okay, he's definitely not a. The cheap one, the frugal one is Royce. You gotta talk him into spending. He don't want to buy nothing. He don't want to. We had to convince him to buy FIFA. We had to convince him to buy Call of Duty. We got to convince him to buy 2K. He just wants to play our game. I'm like, I don't know. I just play it on y'all. I was like, Royce, spend money. Royce, buy more shirts. Royce, buy more clothes. Just buy more stuff, man. You're gonna help the economy. You just can't keep saving it. And Jeff don't help.
You seem like you'd be a good manager for him when he's rushing for 1,500 yards.
I'm not saying spend it crazy. I'm not saying spend it crazy, but I'm like, you gotta dress like who you are. You Royce. You gotta look like Royce. You gotta be fly, be jiggy. So, man, you gotta come correct. You gotta step your shoe game up. He did that. Everything is nice now. I feel like when he was at the Pac-12 media day, he had the cuff jeans and the Sperry's. That's all Arrion. The bracelet, that's all Arrion, putting in on him. So I'm proud of the kid. You should have seen him before he first got here, wearing cargo shorts. I have to let him know that's been dead. Got to step it up from there.
I'm glad you're in on Sperry's. I've been on Sperry's since high school. Big fan of Sperry's. Got 3 pair. I'm glad it's not like too, I don't know, I'm glad it's not out yet.
I mean, it's just like black people.
It is now.
It is.
I know, yeah.
It's
like I just killed the tab right now. Yeah, I know.
This is always about the black guys always want to wear Jordans and stuff. I don't own a pair of Jordans until I got here, and they gave me the Jordans. I can't fathom spending like $300 on a pair of shoes when I could buy
just a nice pair of Crocs.
Oh no, about 7 pair of Toms for 1 pair of J's, and I can get every color. You got 1 color. That's how I be thinking. Like I like. Hopefully, Tom's going to get me in the door. So if I go first round, I'm definitely wearing some Toms to the draft.
Really?
Yeah. Royce don't even want to go to Chicago for the draft. He wants to go home and chill out. I'm like, bruh.
I wouldn't blame him. I went to Marcus's party last year in Hawaii. It was great. It was laid back. It was nice. It was hot. He had all his friends there. He didn't have to, deal with, 200 media members. It was like 15 or 20. I mean,
I was covering softball in the rain.
Yeah, he covered for me. He did me a solid. But I wouldn't blame him. Why not? And especially now that Jameis and Marcus didn't go, like, I don't see the incentive for a lot of guys if you're going to get drafted. Why not just hang out there?
It's always that stunt button. Everyone want to hit it one time, just get super fresh. Everybody gonna see your outfit, so you gotta just take advantage of the opportunity to be out there on ESPN. All the cameras is on you. See your fly outfit. You never know who's watching. Maybe a supermodel. Be back at home chilling in a regular flight shirt. And you just like, who's that girl? It might be his girlfriend. You go up there. You don't got no girlfriend sitting at the table. There's opportunities there.
Okay, so that brings up a great point. So Jalen Rose had one of the most memorable draft night outfits of all time. Do you know this? The red suit, pinstripe suit?
Definitely don't remember it, but it sounds good.
Okay, we need to. Tyson's gonna Google it real quick. I feel like I need your opinion on this. I mean, it's extremely garish and it's over the top. It looks like a cartoon, but I almost wonder if that's almost your style. I mean, this would qualify.
The guy's in the Fab Five. He can wear whatever.
I know. I'm just saying this would qualify as it's pushing the stun button.
All right, you ready for this?
That's definitely fly. That's definitely fly. I like the tie too. You got to go all out like that. I like that.
Cause he always his red suit always shows up on like worst draft night outfits lists of all time. But you're pushing back.
I mean, he could have got a little tighter. But back in the day, that wasn't even the style. You know, wear like a tight suit or anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure if he can do it all over again, he'll definitely get it fitted a little more. You know, to the arm, to the leg. But
what's Royce wearing on draft night?
He ain't going, so he's gonna be at the house chilling. He said he'll dress up like he would now, like he went to a party. So, in a V-neck, some jeans cuffed. Probably some Sperry's if I know him, and a little fly watch and a bracelet. That's about it. But I'm like, bruh, you gotta put the suit on one time, stunt one time, please, for us. It's not about you, Russ. It's for us.
So yesterday before basketball practice for media day or for media, Vernon's out there shooting around, and Vernon's a good football player. Doesn't translate to the basketball court all that well. Who's on like if you were to have your Fab Five of worst basketball players on the football team, who do we got?
Worst basketball players.
Definitely me, Charles, Ugo. Worst.
See, Charles thinks he's pretty good.
He told you that?
Didn't he say he was pretty good last time we did the podcast? He said him and Royce were on the same. This was like a year and a half ago.
He so did lie because he was way worse last year. He got better. He got a little better, but it's way worse last year. I mean, me and Charles, we all run together. Me, Royce, and Charles, and then Jeff, and then my friend Kang. So we get like 2 free passes on wide open missed layups. So we definitely gonna miss like the first 2. Got to warm up. So. It's definitely, like every time we do shoot, everybody crashes to the board. Don't even expect us to make it. Everybody's skeptical to give us the ball. And Charles is scared to dribble. Like he wants to bring it down the court every time, but then as soon as he gets like to the 3-point, he just stops, just looks around to pass, and he just won't dribble the ball ever again.
Then he just gets that instinct to hit somebody. And
he always doing that. Like every time he play defense, he lets people pass him, so he can pass, and he'll just go up, and then he falls and stuff. So it's like, what you doing? But chill. But yeah, he's definitely sorry. I'm sorry. I suck. I'm like the X-Man. Some days I'm on, and most days I'm off. So yeah, it's more off. But I mean, if I'm on, we're definitely gonna run the court. But we do try to go in there. But it's always those guys. We win about the first 3 because Royce is balling like crazy.
I feel like it's a no-win situation for you to go in there because if you go into the rec and you want to play, you're going to have a target on your back because you're a football player. You're like, this guy's got to be good, right? So if you lose, people are only going to talk crap to you.
That's all they do. It's
just going to blow up on Twitter. You know?
He's definitely the frat guys, too. You can just tell, like, it's Frat Tuesday. Like, they're all in there. And it's like, oh, no. And they be trying to go extra hard. Like, we watched the play before. They suck. The next thing you know, they running screens. They got plays set.
Yeah, they're running plays.
Like, what do you got? It's the wreck. Like, why are you diving on the ground for the ball? Like, nobody's going over there with you. So, you got to deal with the tryhards. But then, hopefully, they can't guard Royce. And he can't go left. They still can't guard Royce. So, when we need a bucket, he makes it happen.
I hate those people who try hard. That's what we were saying after we lost our last men's league hockey game. Is those kids were just trying too hard. And got ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so earlier you were talking about how you're maybe not exclusively listening to Future, but that's kind of who's speaking to you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed he was not nominated for Best Rap Performance for a Grammy. Do you feel like that's an oversight?
You said rap performance?
Yes, the category. J. Cole, back-to-back Drake, Fetty Wap, All Right, Kendrick, Truffle Butter, Nicki, All Day, Kanye.
That's a great group. I'm not really on the J. Cole train.
Fetty
basically is feature, but Fetty raps to young white girls, which is the feature. So, I mean, that's a smart move by him. He basically stole whole Feature's whole style of rap. Like you can see if you listen to Feature, then go put up Fetty Wap song. Like, bruh, come on, man. That's why I don't like Fetty. I don't even listen. I don't want to listen to him. Every time I go to a party or something, and then they got it on, I'll go to the DJ, turn it off. I don't want to listen to this. But white girls love it. Girls in general love it. Then if the girls love it, the guys gonna have to love it because they want to dance with them. So
See, Andrew and I were having a pretty important conversation on one of our drives down here so it was right after the Drake and Future mixtape came out. Then, like, a week later, Hotline Bling comes out and just totally wipes out that whole album in terms of press. You know, everyone's all over the Drake Hotline. Do you think Future was pissed at Drake for releasing Hotline Bling like a week after that mixtape comes out?
Nah, I mean, Hotline Bling is a different vibe than What a Time to Be Alive. I mean, everybody's still like the athlete was that mixtape wasn't even for girls or anything, like girls to like or go to a club with. There's probably a few songs like Jumpman or something like that, but Hotline Bling was just a whole different vibe, and then
A lot more poppy.
you know, so
he's speaking to two different audiences. He knows what he's doing in terms of
exactly.
targeting two different.
Yeah, Drake is a pretty smart guy. He needs to, But I feel like the What Time to Be Alive was just great for Future at the time because I really wasn't even a fan of Future until Where You At came out with Drake on it. Then they did the What a Time to Be Alive, and then I was like, oh, Future's really killing this. Let me get on Future for a little bit. Then I went and got this DS2 album. Then I was like, oh no. Got all his stuff from the past year. He dropped 5 albums in 1 year. Well, 3 mixtapes. But still, that's a lot of work. Nobody even do that, But they're all good bodies of work. So I feel like he's on the stuff right now. It's about to drop something else. Then that's gonna go crazy too. Very excited. But I'm not. I mean, to answer the question, back to the question.
Answer the question.
No, I mean, I'm not shocked. That's not his lane. He don't even care. I don't think he cares about awards or anything like that. But he's not trying to go to the media and all that stuff. Like go to the win awards. That's all that Sierra stuff. That's why as soon as he got off the Sierra, tried to go to the pop lane a little bit. That's when he got back to doing what he does. And that's why the streets love him.
Sure. Okay, been a big year for Kendrick. 11 nominations for Grammys, and President Obama said "To Pimp a Butterfly" is his favorite song of the year. Or "How to Make Dollar." Sorry, "How to Make Dollar." What's your song of the year?
And this is what we're going to end on, so
yeah,
make it good.
Song of the year. Definitely have to go with God.
Take your time. Drake could listen to this podcast.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta give. But Kanye's the god. But I mean, Kanye ain't put out nothing really. Jeez, definitely.
The best is we got the ambiance of the clock ticking in the background.
Probably Digital Dash off of What a Time to Be Alive. No, let's go Monster. No, Fetty. Nah, Monster. We'll go Monster by Future.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if I was lining up against you in the Alamo Bowl, I'd ask you this question right on the line. as you're worrying about it, blow it past you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, tougher thing, defending Trevon Boykin or choosing your song of the year. Do you think which will be tougher?
Choosing song of the year. Ain't got no help. We got Defoe and all the other guys, so we got a little more help with defending this Trevon Boykin. So, but yeah, he's a really good player. I really get to watch him. He does a lot of special things, like Vernon, but a little faster. Yeah. Vernon don't have to run no more.
That was our token mention of football on the podcast, and I think that our work here is done.
Yeah, wonderful. Thanks for joining us, man.
No problem.
Thank you.